everybody. I'm Sirken. Thank you guys for coming. Some of you were here early, and some of you had to sit through that entire loading, please wait thing, which is basically me forcing you to sit there while I get my life together. And I'm sorry about that. But Uberbandit, I don't know what happens when I go live, but it sounds like you're hitchhiking on the side of the Kennedy right now. So, you know, play with that. Hi guys, I'm Sirken. I am the wonderful GM of the Project 1999, a GM on the Project 1999 server. I'm not the GM. That would be way too much work. I'd hang myself from that there ceiling fan. I'm joined this evening by Skylias and Uberbandit. So Skylias, you have to say hello first because Uberbandit is hitchhiking.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It's good to have you.
It's good
I'm
to be here.
gonna make it real easy for everybody. You can find her on her Twitch stream at twitch.tv/Skylias. Shit, is that it? Is there no
That's
.com?
just it. I actually just put it in chat for you. So
That makes
a little bit, yeah,
that does.
a little bit easier.
That does make it easier. Thank you.
Yeah.
Uberbandit, are you back yet?
Mm-hmm.
A+. I couldn't even tell because there's no more I-90 sounds in your background.
Yep.
I love how you can do that magically. Say
yeah,
hi.
I love it too. It's great.
Let them hear the sweet sound of your voice so that they can know who you are when you make words.
Hello, chat. I am the Uber Bandit. I am here to parse your questions and supply them to the Sirken when the time is appropriate, because he don't read that shit.
It's true. Actually, I'm really bad at it, and tonight I actually am going to be doing more things than I normally do, which means I'm probably going to be paying less attention than I normally do. But Uberbandit's really good at that. So instead of waiting till the end when I'm like, hey everybody, if you have a question, please ask your question in chat, and then I will read it and we will all answer together as a team. You can just ask it whenever you want. You might want to throw at Uberbandit22 in there. You might want to throw at SirkenP99 in there. If you have a question for Skylias, you can do an at Skylias. And Uberbandit will be responsible for finding all of your things. So I just put that on you. Sorry about that.
It's a big responsibility.
It is. You're kind of like the first night of the round table at this point. Assuming my stream is Camelot and something is the round table. Yeah.
I don't think there was any girls at the round table.
There was.
I don't feel like... No. Are we talking Guinevere? Because she was not at the round table.
I mean, she wasn't a knight, but she was close by. She had her eye on some people at that table.
Yeah, she did. That was...
Next, your keys are inside the fridge. Look, I've found some weird shit in my fridge, alright? That is the first place I check. I found socks in the fridge. I found, entire animals.
That's not good. Sometimes I actually look in my refrigerator for things. Like, when I lose something, and I've checked all the places it can go, I start looking in just retarded-ass places that it like, there's no way on earth my garage door opener is going to be in my refrigerator. But I will open the door and look, just so I can check it off the list. And I don't know why that happens, but it's a thing. People in this zone are now aware that I'm in this zone.
Alright, are you telling us we're live?
No. I would never. This is absolutely a pre-recorded video.
Are we done pretending?
No. I'm going to pretend for the next 2 hours. That's what I do here. I pretend. I put on my game face, and I'm like, pretend time. So, but in big, huge, giant news, I heard you conquered the latest expansion of EverQuest. Tell me about level 33.
34. And I've probably been 34 for like the better part of a year. I don't even know anymore.
Well, you know, I can't keep up with all of your massive levelings binging.
I left at 34 pre-Velius, so... I think last time that I played.
You're making it harder for me not to know what level you are.
Oh, why do you want me to say it again? 34. It's also written in
No,
your stream chat.
I mean, like for me to have an excuse not to know what level you
Oh.
are. You're making that harder for me.
Omicron, I would, but time. Like, I mean, if there's people, obviously, like, if I had a guild of any note and could get a group in less than 3 hours, then I'd be leveling a lot more. But as it stands, like, I just go to MM and then look really sad as I ranger LFG.
You should ask Skylias to power level you. Like, just trade her things. Like, just bring her food and fucking bat wings.
Bat wings.
And just be like,
Lots of
I will
bat
trade you
wings.
this. And she'll be
You
like,
can buy
alright.
bat wings.
Don't say that.
You just gave
Off of
away
vendors.
your
You
leverage. You just gave away your contact.
Look,
You
no,
had a
okay,
source.
when I,
You had a
when I
private
found this,
source.
It blew my mind. I'm not as mean as you are, Sirken. I have to spread the word. You can buy bat wings off of some, like, reagent merchants.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a good person. You just ruined an entire noob economy in East Commons. So, I hope you're happy. I hope you're real happy with yourself.
Ophelia, I am a ranger. I mean, maybe that's the joke. But I am a ranger.
I'm pretty sure that's always
That's even more reason for me to power level you.
because he's a ranger?
Because I was a ranger.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh. Excuse me. Did
But I was
your
a good
ranger
ranger.
did
I
your
was a-
ranger get above level 34?
Yes.
Uberbandit.
Yes.
But was your ranger post Velius?
Right before Luckland. Yeah.
Alright, so you got AAs.
I did, but yeah.
Yeah. Rangers are fine. I mean, leveling it is still awful, but once you get the actual, like, necessary AAs, like, they're...
It's true. I do
usable.
have a level 18 ranger on P99. I stopped at 18, so you've made it further than I.
I mean, I brought a druid to, I think, like, 23. Does that count?
You've brought way too many characters
port
into their
then?
20s.
I
And
should know
not-
this, being a druid.
I
But
think it's
Emperor.
close, but not quite. Not group ports, I don't think.
So you're pretty useless as a druid, is
No,
what you're
yeah.
saying. But I mean, you're really good at Ranger Gate, so just stick with the Ranger.
It's fantastic.
As long as you can do that, you're good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do have a soft spot for rangers, Janeway. I do. It's okay, Uber.
Okay, yeah, we have the Rangers. Is this
Listen.
like AA? You know, I'm
It is.
Byron and I have a 26 Ranger. Is that what this is?
Everybody's revealing their rangerness right now.
It's Rangers Anonymous.
They're all coming out of the woodwork. Oh
Just
God,
sick
no
place.
pun intended. That was good.
Eh.
Ayo. Oh.
Oh man, I thought I muted myself. I did not.
Don't even vaguely reference true shot bow fletching.
Why? Pretend I
Uh,
know nothing about a Ranger because I never played one and never gave any shits about them.
The true shot bow, the components are mostly okay. You have to get the koala nuts to get Tumpy tonics. So I mean, there's boat trips and all that bullshit.
Boat trips are fun. Boat trips are
Right.
classic.
You
Mhm.
also need, for every attempt, to get I think it's supposed to be a 1 in 10 drop off of Clockwork Spiders in Steam Font, the Gnome Newbie Zone.
Sounds legit.
And yeah, so you need one of what is supposed to be a 1 in 10 drop to get one attempt at crafting, which at 150 is supposed to be a 50-50 shot. 20 attempts later, I had yet to succeed. Thankfully, there was a very kind ranger who, I think the name was Janus. It was another ranger with a guys. That's the most I remember, who
He
heard
does
my
have a
plight 'cause
guys.
I talked about it on the stream actually, and so they sought me out and gave me a bow, and I was the happiest of clams.
Aw. Isn't that bow like super awesome though? I hear that's all I
You
hear
need
is
it
that it's
to
OP.
make rain collar, which I ended up doing, and rain collar is a good bow. It's I think your best bow until that one with wind in the name. Though with Velius, I don't know anymore.
Is it Wind Striker? Is that a thing?
I think so.
We could have that be it. That'd sound good.
Right, it sounds like a ranger bow. I would use a wind striker.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Next, it was Janus.
Yeah, it was. I
Janus-
remember him because he had
Janus
a
was a
signature.
cool dude.
Oh man.
I think he also dropped like a hammerhead helm at me at one point in an unrelated incident, which also made me happy.
I
was
love
like a
when
13
people do
club
that
item.
shit. The only reason I think I kept logging in on my play character way back in the day was somebody gave me a flowing black robe at like level 4, and it brought so many good feelers right back. And I was like, oh, it looks so dope in my little FPR. I love it. Because, you know, I was a gnome, too, so my little gnome feet would stick out underneath. I thought it was great. And I would run around feeling super awesome. But whenever I saw big level people, I would take it off so they thought I was naked. And then they'd give me more free stuff. In EverQuest, I was essentially, like, that guy with a good job who puts on shitty clothes and, like, begs for money in the street. That's what I did. I took off all my good stuff and was like, yeah, I'm new here. I'm just leveling along. Life's good. And they give you things. They're like, here, this will help you and don't quit. And you're like, oh, I'll never quit now. And then next thing you know, you're good. You're geared up.
And then you have to do it. Now it's your job.
I still have that FBR on my Necro in the bank. I mean, on my player character in the bank. Definitely not talking about what class I played. And bow trips. Oh man, I gotta tell you this. Back on live, when I first started playing EverQuest, me and my brother, I was 17, and my brother was 15, and we had we had open bedrooms upstairs because the people that had lived there just moved out. And so I dragged my fucking mattress right up there and claimed a bedroom. I was like, this is mine now. It was like sticking my flag in the ground. And then I needed my computer. So I decided to put my computer in the other bedroom and set it up in there. That way I had like my little office and my bedroom. And I was pretty much playing house with myself at this point. And so my brother moves his stuff up, but he moved his bedroom stuff into my office, which naturally caused a giant problem because I wasn't willing to remove my office. And so EverQuest came out, and I put it on the fucking computer, and I started playing it. And after some bullshitty problems, I landed on my main, which was a mage, and I was so happy. And eventually I got up to like level 12 or 13 or 14, whatever I had to be to kill the mermaids in OOT. And I would take the boat, because the boat on live used to pass in between those like tall spiky rocks, and you could jump right off, and the mermaids were right there. And I would murder their faces. And I knew every boat trip was like, I think 2 cigarettes once I was on the boat. But I wasn't allowed to smoke in my house. So I would literally like hang over my brother's bed and out the window with like one eye, my right eyeball, on the monitor, making sure no shenanigans happened. Because I was on a PvP server, and some douchebag could levitate and sow. Ow, I hurt myself. Could levitate and sow himself, and then run right up to the boat and nuke me to death. So that couldn't be a thing. So you had to keep one eye on the boat. And my brother would wake up sometimes and just look at me and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'd be like, go to sleep, you're dreaming. I used to have a lot of fun with him. He probably hated me when he was younger, but there was nothing he could do about it back then because I was just a dick of an older brother. Like, I was good when I needed to be older brother, but most of the time I was a dick. Like, I played the older brother card all the time. And yeah. But eventually, I did give him the room, and I pulled my computer into my bedroom and out of his, and continued my EverQuesting. But I always loved the boat. I became a pirate at one time. That's how I know that's possible. I used to do that to people. I would get a sow from a buddy druid, and I'd click my little levitating rings, and I'd tell them, like, jump off the boat or I'm going to kill you. And if they didn't jump off the boat, I would just start nuking. And if they did jump off the boat, I would start nuking too. I don't know if it's the same here, but on live, if I start casting a spell and you go under the water, my spell won't hit you. And if I start casting underwater and you're underwater and you go above the water, my spell won't hit you. So I would just kind of use that to motherfuck them and loot all their monies. And I felt like a pirate. I felt like a pirate of the high seas. It was kind of wonderful.
Now, was there a level limit?
8 levels.
So there were people truly that just had no chance.
No chance. 0 chance.
Like
everybody hunting
4
sea
is even
furies.
pushing it, depending on.
No, you can kill a guy 4 levels than you. At that point, like gear and resists are gonna matter more.
And class, I suppose, depending.
Class always comes into play because it's EverQuest. It's the one game where everything isn't super balanced. It's like not every class can res, not every class can super run or port, not every class can heal. Like that,
I feel like that's
that matters, and it's the last. I don't know another MMO that actually matters as much, where your class is so unique that you literally are doing, like, the majority of the things you're doing are things other people cannot do, and I mean, it kind of sucks.
And I mean, it succeeds because of how many different classes there are.
Right, but that's double-edged sword, though. Variety's good. People love options. Always give gamers options. But when you make 13... Is there 13 classes? We're just going to pretend.
Say that's right.
No
that
bug. If
right.
I'm wrong, please don't hurt me. But let's just assume there's 13 classes. And they're all, uniquely, differently, whatever. At some point, as cool as that is, at some point, there's going to be classes that aren't as useful in certain situations as other classes. And you end up with some people never able to get groups, and some people always on, like, the group VIP list. When you have, like... when you have good classes. You have classes like druids, you have classes like necros. These classes should not be told to go solo when they LFG, because they can provide valuable shit to groups. But because there's specialists for each of those things that those types of classes offer, they're less preferred. And so that's kind of like the double-edged sword of that whole thing.
But even when you have you're designing all the classes to be equal, they're never actually going to be equal. Like, that's sort of a fallacy, right? I mean, until you give everyone exactly the same buttons with different names, like, DPS numbers will never come into line, so to speak. Like, someone will always be the best.
Yes,
and when you have the disparity, I think people care less about those specific numbers.
Time out. I'm stopping you. The classes in current MMOs are so fucking similar that one patch can change the entire meta of the game and redetermine what's the most useful class, what's the most useful build for that class, so on, so on, so on. You can change all of that with a couple big patch changes. EverQuest never had that. The classes that were valuable to groups were always, for the entirety of the game, valuable to groups. And the classes that weren't never really were. Like, never became there, never got there.
Well, now the new thing is, like, with the MMOs, is that you can create your own hybrid class. Like, you can make your own of, like, taking it from, whether it be, let's say, a mage / like, with, like, a ranger. Like, that's a thing that they're doing now, trying to make that appealing, because you see a guy in a robe with a bow.
Yeah, I mean, that was my favorite thing about Guild Wars 1, was that you were a class / a different class, like any. So, I mean, you could be, a warrior / sorcerer. I mean, it didn't work great, but god damn it, could you do it?
See, I will never say Elder Scrolls Online was a good game, because as much as I wanted it to be, it wasn't. And, like, I'll admit, I paid for it, I played it, I fucking gave them money for a sub for a month or two. I really wanted that game to be good. And I watched it get worse. Like, I followed fucking that game for a year probably before it actually came out, and I was reading all the different changes that were going into in beta and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I betaed that game, and beta was better than when it got released.
It just kept getting worse.
It was terrible.
Like every time, I knew a guy who was in like real super early beta, just for like a weekend or some shit, and he was telling me like the game that he saw at the end of beta isn't even close to the game he saw when beta first opened. Like it's the same game, but they changed so much about it and made it so much less Elder Scrollsy, and that makes me sad. Like I could have saved Bethesda $100 million and just been like, "Hey nerds, you want $1 million? You want your $1 million idea or your $100 million idea? $100 million. My words. I might be having a stroke. Pay attention."
Timing it.
Like if you hear a thud, call 911. Send them to me. Oh god damn it! I think I lost my thought train.
Your $1 million idea.
Oh, Bethesda. Yeah, good. I hope they're still listening. All they had to do was add co-op to Skyrim. That's all they had to do, and every fanboy that jumped on Skyrim would have been able to play it with their buddy. And just instead of having a companion, you have your buddy. Use the same goddamn shit that like Saints Row uses for and any other fucking game with good co-op, and boom, done. That's it, done. It doesn't have to be like a shared world. Whoever the companion is, it's not their world. It's the main person's world, and you're the companion, and that's it. But I guarantee you, people have gone batshit stupid for that.
Yeah.
And it would have breathed new life into Skyrim. And I'm not gonna even try to sit here and say Skyrim is the best Elder Scrolls game, because anyone who's played more than one knows it's not. But
Yeah,
that game
it
was
definitely
popular
not.
as shit. Like you cannot argue the numbers on how many people bought that game and played that game.
I have no idea why either.
I'd kill for a revamped Morrowind that like fixed some of the small stuff.
It's called Skywind. It's being worked on.
All right.
Google that shit sometime. I'm
On it.
serious. They're taking Morrowind and they're like redoing it with the Skyrim engine stuff.
But you know, Bethesda really didn't have much to do with Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, they had almost nothing to do with it. It was
Yeah.
Oh shit. It was that other nerds.
Yeah, and they basically killed their whole staff too. Well, not killed. Wow. Okay.
Sacked.
They got rid of them. And that was needed. But I even got stuck on a quest in Elder Scrolls Online, where it was a turn in for me to actually get new content open to me, and I was stuck on that for over 2 weeks. So that's when I decided I didn't like the game anymore.
Oh shit. People in chat know about Skywind.
Awesome. I'll check it out. That's in my notepad document now. The last MMO I played that I enjoyed, or I should say the newest because I've played others since, but Terra.
Oh man, you talked about that game like a long time ago. This is not a new game for you, sir.
It is not, but I mean it's the newest, and that says something. And now anymore, I'm actually really disappointed because it got super easy. But there was a point where it was not necessarily an easy game. And tanking was difficult because it was a very active game.
It's because people cry.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens is, like your top-end content should be difficult, and I think a lot of people don't get that. Like, no, there should be people that cannot complete it. That is fine.
Mm-hmm. Not every... Again, one of the things that made EverQuest great. Not everybody gets to do everything. There are different tiers of shit. It's not like your regular one-player game where you have a starting point and you have an ending point and you beat the game. There's some stuff that other people are going to be able to do that you're not, because the game is designed, or should be designed from the ground up, to accommodate all different types of players and play styles. And that doesn't mean you take a shit on your try-hard neckbeards, but that also means you don't take a shit on your casual players. There's got to be different levels and tiers, and people have a real hard time accepting that nowadays. They want everything. Somebody dropped ZeniMax. Thank you. ZeniMax Online Studios was the people that are responsible for the abortion that is fucking ESO.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember their name.
Oh, well. Okay. But speaking of Bethesda...
Oh, no. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
We might as well. We might as well just go there.
All right, let's do it. It's inevitable tonight.
It is. Fallout 4 in just a few hours here. That's happening.
I'm probably going to buy it, I guess.
You should have already bought it if you're going to buy it.
Why?
I just feel like that's what all the cool kids are doing.
I mean,
mine's already preloaded. I'm button away.
She's already downloaded hers. Like, she's
Oh,
just
yeah.
spamming the play button right now in case someone makes a mistake and lets her
Sorry,
in.
chat.
I mean, I'm
Sorry,
already
guys, if I
twice
go
my
early,
bank
I'm in.
balance in debt, so.
Womp
can't.
womp.
But I finished the stupid project, so I feel like that's a $60 project.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know a dirty, dark secret that I've been too ashamed to tell anybody?
Hmm.
I spent like $1.74 on Rust. I purchased a skin for my sleeping bags so that they would look sexier and stand out from other people's.
What's the worst cosmetic I've gotten in a thing?
If it's worse than the sleeping bag, I'm giving you Sirken points because that's pretty good.
No, I don't think I got.
No, that's a sleeping bag.
That's
I
yeah.
know. I don't even know.
I can't beat sleeping bag.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Oh my
I paid
God.
for a skin for a sleeping bag.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? The worst part about it, I didn't even feel bad about it until like weeks after I quit playing Rust. Fucking like I would throw that bag down in the middle of a raid hut and my bag would be the fucking plaid one and everyone else's was like shit brown color. And it's like, yep, that dope ass bag in the corner, that's mine. And I loved it. I loved it so much. And then afterwards, it was like, why the fuck would I do that? What was I thinking? Is there a way to reverse this? Fuck. So, I put it up on the market and nobody wants it.
Nobody wants your sleeping bag?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
So, I might have jumped the gun. I might have made a bad purchase there.
Oh, no, I do know the stupidest thing I spent money on, but you have to have played TF2 to know it.
TF2, you say?
Yeah, I bought a strange kill streak Connivers Connive, which is basically an incredibly ass weapon that is beyond unusable.
I just got an email that said Skylias just started streaming.
No.
No. I actually am aware that that's not a thing. Janeway, thank you for following, and Eyes in the Dark, thank you for following. It was so important to me to thank you that I rudely interrupted Uberbandit's story to do so.
That's fine, because we're going to ignore what the topic almost became, and we're going to go to the questions I've gotten.
Alright, we'll go back to that, because I have questions. I have questions, because I have more secrets. I've never played a Fallout game.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I have questions.
Alright, first, Nick's wanted to know why I thought EQ mermaids are ugly scary.
Which ones? Are you talking about the Velius ones, or the old classic-ass OOT ones? Because they look
the classic
very...
ones, because she popped the question when you were talking
Here's
about
the thing, though.
mermaids.
Here's the thing, though. Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
See, I was going to write this off as Nyx being Nyx, and just knowing about, like, Siren's Grotto, because it's a high-level zone, but not knowing anything at all about the Sirens in Ocean of Tears.
Oh, well, looks like you got wrecked.
Yeah, Nyx, I need clarification. And don't talk shit about my sleeping bags. They were bind spots. And so if you didn't have a bind spot, you just pop randomly in the world naked with fucking a torch and a rock and your donger flopping about in the wind. And that's not a good way to start some shit. So you put sleeping bags in bushes and in your base and in your buddy's base and in the area so that if you get murdered, you got a spot to repop real quick and grab some shit. I had little 1x1s all over the area. It had a chest and a sleeping bag. And in the chest was like a gun and a gear set so I could just get geared up, jump out, and be like, pa pa pa. Because, you know, sometimes nerds try to take my house.
He's still trying to justify spending that money on that skin.
I need to get you to
It was worth it. God damn it. Oh.
Someone wanted to know if you'd fight 100 Will-O-Wisp-sized hill giants or 1 hill giant-sized Will-O-Wisp.
Huh.
That sounds like a Saldio question.
I think it was.
Huh.
I mean...
Just
oh,
think about
easily
time.
one big ass Will-O-Wisp because I would kite him. Problem solved. If I have a class with if I'm a necro that I don't play because I don't play a necro, I would just root and dot and sit there and send tells to Uberbandit about how goofy this giant-ass will-o-wisp looks.
Excellent. Now, this question you might put on hold to later or dismiss entirely. Because it's a big one.
Uh-oh.
Because you probably don't even know what they're talking about.
Uh-oh.
What do you think of the merits of the first enforce rule? What are your concerns, and what would the fatal flaws in such a system as discussed on the thread on the server chat forum a few weeks ago?
The first and fourth rule?
First enforce rule.
That's not a rule.
The merits of one, like if it were to become one, I presume.
Oh, I think it'd be a mess.
I don't even know what they're going on about, so.
Me neither.
They're basically saying whoever puts like 10 or 15 people in a like say VS is in window, whichever guild puts 10 or 15 people either in VS's room or the zone line or where the fuck they agree, then it's their mob. Boom, we have 15 here, it's ours.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
People
no,
are just gonna camp out alts on every single spot.
It would be
and
retarded.
then log them in.
It would be
like,
absolutely retarded.
Yeah, no, like they already almost do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Except they
no.
would start doing it earlier, and then it would last much longer periods of time.
Yeah, and then it would actually like give them FTE.
Yeah,
No.
I admire. All right, first of all, before I just shit all over your idea, let me say, let me just say, I really, really, really love, like, if you don't like the way we do something, say something, let us know. But also, explain why you don't like it. Offer a suggestion of what you would do better. If you just come to the forums and be like, this rules suck, and this server sucks, and Sirken sucks, and everything sucks, sucky, sucky, sucky. If you do shit like that, I don't care. We don't read it, we just go right to the next post. Offer constructive criticism. You can tell us that we suck a bag of dicks. We're okay with that. But tell us how we can be better. Tell us what you would do. Give us, don't just be like, you suck. Like that doesn't help. That doesn't help us suck less. I'll tell you that, because we're just going to keep doing the same thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm thank you for your idea. It's just not an idea that we will be putting into, motion. Done.
Yeah, that's the end of my list so far.
Good.
I think there really isn't anything else that happened.
Yeah.
Except for what happened to the days when we actually had people on the stream who were well-known figures.
I'm going back to my roots. I got all rusty, and I'm going back to my roots. I had Nix and Uberbandit last week. I got Uberbandit and Skylias this week, and the common theme there is Uberbandit. He brings me he I don't know. You bring something out of me, Uberbandit. You bring out my I don't know. But it's Uberbandit's fault. That's what you need to take away from that. The reason
You do have a charm, Uber. You do.
You're very charming.
You do.
That's what I do.
Why
I guess.
do you-
I don't know.
Why do you think I actually wanted to start the Kickstarter so we could stream from the rainforest? It was so I could be alone with you in a romantic setting. I gave no shits about actually streaming.
I could kick on the rainforest right now.
Please don't do that.
I could just turn my gain up to 11, and we could have a good time
No, we
listening
won't.
to every tiny sound in my room.
We won't have any good times listening to that shit. Although, I wonder if we could hear ghosts. I would say everything was a ghost. I'd want to hear bugs. Can you hear bugs?
It's
like-
a rainforest.
I mean,
Sirken, I don't have bugs in my house. I don't know where you think I live.
I mean, I have a container full of worms, like on,
But worms move so slow, I don't think anyone would hear it.
well, technically
Yeah.
they're grubs.
I'm sorry, they're what?
Grubs.
Grubs.
What the
So they have
fuck
legs and
is
try to
a
bite the shit
crop?
out of you when you feed them to your lizard.
I don't know if you know this or not. That's not even close to the same thing as a worm. I don't know if you've ever even seen a worm based
They're
on
called
what you just said.
superworms. Bite me.
Worms
yes, I
don't
used to
have
feed my
feet.
hedgehog. Yeah.
Why did you have a
mealworms.
hedgehog?
I had
Hedgehogs eat
hedgehogs.
superworms?
Yeah, they're insectivores.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of hedgehog owners didn't think about that.
Oh, I fed them live all the time. Those superworms are mean. Usually you'd have to break them in half before they actually would eat them. It got really gross and disgusting, but I was willing to do it. I loved my hedgehogs.
I don't even have words for that.
Yeah, I don't think a lot
Yeah,
of
they
people
try to
know.
bite the shit out of you.
They
Like,
do.
You have to
They-
grab them by the head.
The
yeah.
hedgehog or the grub?
The superworm.
The superworm. And so I would actually, if I got super
That's
worms,
not
I
a
have to make
super
sure that
worm.
they're terrible.
That would be what would
You've seen the
happen.
movie Doom?
Yeah, I have, sadly.
Have you?
I have.
Because okay.
Have you seen
Well,
the movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze?
I'm sorry, I think mine was way better.
I'm just saying, I believe that ooze is what would have to be dumped on a worm to end up with a grub. You cannot just say, this is a super worm, when it has
It's
fucking
a worm
teeth.
with legs and teeth. Like
It's not a worm at that point! That's like,
it is a
oh,
worm with
this
legs
is
and
my
teeth.
dog with fucking scales and a dorsal fin. Like, that's not a fucking dog anymore.
No, it's a dog with like a. Did you say dorsal fin?
Don't semantically split hairs with me, sir. We're groundbreaking things. You're trying to throw me off my game. I'm dropping bombs of knowledge here. I'm enlightening the masses.
All right.
I'm not letting people like you pull the wool over their eyes with fake words like super worms. If anything, I'd accept Teenage Mutant Ninja Worm because of the ooze connection. That would have sold me. But that's the only way for that to be a thing.
I mean, does it help that they turn into beetles?
Yeah.
No, because worms
Yeah.
don't do that either.
I can never wrap my brain around that. That still confuses me to this day.
Yeah. I had to keep them in like a certain fridge.
Or else they would beetleize?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Usually,
Yeah.
if you keep them like together
Not-
enough, they won't.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
no, there's a bunch, and like you get them at PetSmart, and I would
Yeah.
always be like, I'm here for worms. So, that's but I usually just did mealworms. Super worms were like a treat, and they were super messy. Super worms would be super messy,
Yeah. They're so
and
fatty.
This really
Yeah.
bothers me. It really bothers me. You guys
Yeah.
keep calling them super worms. I don't think I don't think I can move past this.
Beardies can't really eat mealworms. They're too thick.
Have,
Yeah.
have you
Chitin,
guys have you guys ever seen a non-super worm, like just a regular like earthworm worm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't name them. This is what they're called.
this is what they're called. They made us feel like
I
assholes.
have like 5 jars with that word on it because I'm too lazy to find the one worm that's left in each of them, but I'm too frugal to just throw them away.
Yes,
Can't you
Like
just
I know
dump?
there's one in there. No, because there's a bunch of sawdust, so you have
there's
to like
sawdust
sift through it.
Yeah, you have to like yeah.
It's a pain in the ass
Why? Why wouldn't there be dirt?
because they don't live in dirt. They're grubs,
No.
not worms. Jeez, Sirken.
Do you guys know anything about worms at all?
We're gonna
Not
have to.
Worms don't live in sawdust. They don't have feet. They don't have teeth. They don't bite people. They definitely don't fucking morph into beetles.
It's not sawdust. It's probably like gut load or something.
Is that like fancy word for beetle poop?
No, it's a fancy word for stuff that you feed to things to make them more nutritious.
Okay.
You fill their stomach full of vitamins so that when something eats it, it's good.
I feel
Yeah.
like we should probably. I mean, we don't have to do it tonight, but we should all kind of brainstorm on something better than superworm when describing a grub.
I mean, it works.
It doesn't.
I mean,
It doesn't at all.
mealworms.
I feel like I
Basically
might have had a
mealworms.
brain aneurysm about 5
I mean,
minutes ago.
do you have a problem with mealworm?
Yeah,
Really, any kind of worm?
I
If-
had to feed my mealworms too. Like you give them vegetables, you put it in their sawdust.
Do
Yeah.
worms eat vegetables?
Kinda, sorta, not really.
I don't know what worms do.
I thought
I
they
don't
just
know.
eat dirt and just like slither around eating dirt.
At least I could say I tried. At least I could see the vegetable in there every day and be like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happening to this vegetable, but I tried.
Oh man, I put shit in there with crickets because I get them every now and again, and man, will they tear through some veggies. Like I
Hmm.
underestimate. Crickets will eat everything immediately. It is nuts. Probably getting crickets tomorrow,
I
actually.
mean, that could be true, but I've never
you
seen
have
a
to
cricket
tear
eat.
off the cricket's legs if a hedgehog's to get him.
Wow, that's
God,
really
I'm mean to these
that was
guys. I'm
really
just
cruel.
realizing.
That was
I guess-
really cruel.
Can they not catch them?
No, I
Oh.
mean, everybody thinks they're fast, and
Yeah.
they kind of are.
How do
kinda
they
are.
eat something that they can't naturally catch in the wild?
Well, they like burrow, and they eat grubs. But crickets, if a cricket had lost a leg, let's say,
Because that's the thing. It's like, oh, my leg fell off.
that I'm sure it's
Just
happened.
gonna wait for a wild hedgehog to get me.
They-
You guys go
yeah.
on ahead.
Yeah, they're really actually not that fast.
Do their
but
legs grow back?
crickets?
On crickets? No.
Yeah. So
Isn't
once
that a
you
worm thing? I think you're getting crickets confused with worms. 'cause I think-
lizards too, right? You cut a lizard's tail off, it can grow back.
No,
Some
that's
lizards.
some lizards, but that's if you scare them, they shed their tail.
Oh
So
my
you-
god.
Oh, and degus. Degus will lose their tail, but they're rodents.
What's
Right.
What? I'm sorry. What's that? A degu?
A degu, yeah. They're
Does that also
Chilean,
look like
I
a
think.
little? Is that like a little Chilean dinosaur?
No, they're sort of like little chipmunk rabbit things. They're adorable. We had
God damn.
3.
Do you know chipmunks and rabbits don't really have tails, right?
I understand this, but I mean, it's a lot of things because it is a thing.
I feel like you don't know your animals as well as you think you do.
I mean, I'm going to be an animal professional.
I think he knows a lot about animals. Just saying.
I
You're
mean,
paying a lot of money to know a lot about animals.
I feel like as a very qualified scientician, I am more than able to speak on this subject. And I'm pretty sure you're just trolling the shit out of me with like 80% of what you're saying.
Sirken, on this degu, will you point out the dorsal fin for me?
Oh my god.
I don't have a degu unless that's a fancy word for dog.
No, no, it's not.
I mean, because that was true. My dog does have the fin and scales. He's had a hard life.
Knowing you, I would believe you.
No, I'm not
I
mean to
feel
my
like-
dog. My dog loves me.
No, it's not that. It's your questionable food decisions. I feel like you test
What do
things
you
on the
feed
dog
your
first.
dog?
Dog food and water.
That's terrible.
I know. Someone's gonna take him away from me. Call animal cruelty. Yeah, he probably eats better than I do. Cause like his dog food is full of like nutrition, and I'm full of like fucking fruit snacks and string cheese and like turkey sandwiches.
I don't know. Have you ever tried the dog food?
No.
It's super salty.
It is. I've tried it.
Okay. All right.
Look, if you're gonna feed something to an animal, like you gotta know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Like that's a respect thing.
Dog,
even-
I don't respect
even-
you.
I have not eaten the worm though. Fuck that shit.
No.
Hypocrite.
I've never done that. But with my dog, then this is gonna sound so bad. I'm gonna be hated. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say it. I had a collar. Well, my mom bought a collar for her dog that would shock him if he barked.
Mhm.
I tried that out on me,
It's great.
and I never did it. I never put it on him. Ever after that, after I did that just in a dare with my friend, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I did it, and it, oof, no bueno.
Yeah,
So
the
he never
skin's
worked
a
out.
little thicker. Like it's a little different where it sits on them.
I felt like his skin wasn't much thicker than mine. He was
It's-
a little wire
Well,
hair fox
their
terrier.
actual like the neck bits. No, their skin's a lot thicker.
Really?
Like, well, that's why like you ever play with a dog and they accidentally like actually like break your skin every now and again.
Yeah.
That's because they expect you to be as tough as a dog.
Oh. No. That's not a fair assessment at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dogs get about not breaking skin.
And that like when you get to large animals and shit, like I mean, when you do bull castrations, you don't even put them under. Large animal, when you're doing like well, especially neuters, like you just go, done, and they'll just walk off.
Can you pay extra to
lives.
have your dog put to sleep for that?
Because
Because I wouldn't want 'em to remember that shit.
Put under for neutering.
Oh, thank God.
Though for cats, it's like a 30-second procedure. The vet we have at the school actually times it to see if she can break her record.
See, that doesn't seem safe.
I mean, it's super easy.
I mean, I feel like it's a
could do
very complex procedure.
No, it's the easiest. Cat neuters, the easiest.
Nix, if
What?
you unfollowed me, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. And Balerian54, thank you for following. I appreciate all your button pushing in my name. Yeah.
I
First,
could teach anyone in the stream to fix a cat. It is super easy.
do they
But
understand?
they're really hard to like tell their gender until like a certain age, correct? Like, is it a certain amount of months?
Well, I mean, you're not going to neuter them until the testes actually descend. Unless there's some cryptorchidism going on, in which case I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, because I feel like I had a cat that I bought that was close to $1,000, and they said it was a boy. And then when I went to go take that boy to be neutered, there's nothing to neuter.
It should not be that hard to sex a cat.
How did you not know?
Well, it was a breeder online from Florida.
Oh, don't trust that state.
Yeah, I know. That was my
Sadio,
first
can I fix the fact that your cat ignores me until I'm at the computer? Cats are assholes. Why do you have one? My teacher illuminated, I don't know, said some enlightening shit the other day. The reason why when you're like petting a cat and shit, it randomly attacks you, that's because it thinks you're a big dumb kitten and it's training you to kill things. Like, dogs look to you as parents. Cats look to you as babies.
Yeah.
Cats.
Cats are assholes. That's why we'll never have Lachlan.
This is what yes.
Tying it in.
Well done, Easy.
Oh, Lachlan's overrated. Cats are overrated. And some cats are cool as shit. I'll give cats that.
Yeah.
But they're far and few
there's
between.
Outliers, but I mean, you know.
My buddy had a cat that used to literally walk me from the door to my car. And if he happened to be running the streets when I pulled up, he would get all excited and run over to me, and he'd walk me to the house. And you know why I love that cat? Because he acted like a fucking dog. But with cat brains. Like, he would sneak up on other cats in the neighborhood and beat the shit out of them. And he would whore around with other families and, like, eat their food and, you know, let them feed him and things. And But he loved us the most. And he'd always come back when it got shitty. And eventually he would wander farther and farther away from the house. And then everybody moved out. And in March, they sold the house. And the cat wasn't home when they moved. So, that's it. One of those other families has got a new cat.
Well, I have to admit, the reason I got a $1,000 cat is because she looked like an Ewok.
Oh,
She was a Scottish fold.
I don't know what that is.
They don't really... They've stopped trying to teach cat breeds. There's too
Oh.
many.
But that one, everybody knows. Well,
No, Sirken doesn't.
well, they look like little Ewoks, and that was amazing to me. It was hilarious. Every time I saw her face, I'm like, "You're an Ewok."
What did you name it?
Well, I first named him Wallace, like William Wallace, Scottish fold, blah 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 blah.
Sure.
And then by the time he was to be neutered, I found out he was a she. He was already responding to Wallace, so I just kept Wallace, and I'm like, there's a Queen Wallace, I think, in England or something like that. And then I just started calling her Wally. So
That's good.
she was Wally.
I don't think there was a Queen Wally, though.
There was a Queen Wallace. There sure was.
But I don't know if they called her Wally. I feel like Wally
I think that would be terrible if they did that. I don't think I'm pretty sure you're right about that.
Oh.
When will feline husbandry be added to P99?
I don't think they're doing Lachlan.
Yeah, nope.
No.
Yeah, no.
Furries.
Because here's the thing. That would mean we have to bring back Lachlan models. And we're not doing that.
Nope.
And,
Nope.
like, I hate to say this because I know some of you guys who really love it. But fuck Lachlan. Fuck it. Fuck the cats. Fuck the bazaar. Fuck the Naxos.
the cats.
Fuck.
No. No.
Sky, you don't count because that was the expansion you basically came in on.
Basically, but I
I mean,
basically
you
like
have nostalgia goggles.
I do.
Like, you
But I
got
liked
sold
the
on
bazaar. I liked the bazaar. I did.
Do you do any stuff in East Commons on P99?
Fuck no, I'm sitting there right now, but I don't do anything here. I just sit here.
Have you committed to getting a Lumi?
No, because that shit's overpriced, and I can afford that, but I'm not going to.
Have you committed to getting me a Woodsman's?
Maybe.
No, you haven't because it's like 6K plus. Woodsman staff?
Oh.
The Ranger two-hander? Like the
What?
Ranger two-hander?
Why would a ranger ever use a two-hander?
Because it deals nutso damage and there's not a lot of better options for a Ranger. Like it basically works up until you're epic. It's procless, it just fucks shit up.
And what did you say your Ranger level was at?
34.
Not you.
34.
Skylias.
Oh, 18.
Which one? 18?
Here on P99.
Here. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think she needs that two-hander at all.
I mean, you can use it then, and it fucks shit up.
I bet it would be OP as shit at level 18.
I think it has double its ratio in attack or something dumb.
Oh, I wonder. Because I know what Skylias wants to do. She wants to go to the bazaar, look up a Lumi staff, find the cheapest one, see it's like very affordable because there's going to be like 50 for sale, and buy it and be done with the whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you gotta be willing to haggle.
No. Fuck that. No. I'm not.
Give me the money, I'll
I
do it
hate
for you.
shopping, so I basically go in there, get the shit, and leave. But I'm not gonna pay something that I think 7K is what it's going for right now, and that's just retarded.
What are you looking to pay for a Lumi staff?
I'll pay 5.5.
All right, nerds.
That's gonna
if
be
you have a Lumi staff and you're willing to take 6K for it,
What?
get in touch with Dreslin in game.
That's not what I said.
I guarantee you, if you go up to her and you're like, I'll give you this, link it to her and everything, be like, I'll give you this right
Don't
now
want
for
that.
6K. I guarantee you, she'll pay 6K for it. I guarantee you, because it'll be too close to what she's. Listen, guys. I've watched a lot of Pawn Stars, and I know that if you put the thing close enough in their range, they're just gonna do it. They're like, you know what? That's so close. I mean, I could wait, but how long will I be waiting? I could be in East Commons for another 2 weeks. Oh, fine, fuck it. I'll give you 6K. I'm telling you guys, this is 6K in the bank. Sell her a Lumi staff for 6K.
It works backwards too, depending on how hot they're selling. Like watch your fucking auction thingy.
I
whatever it's
do
called.
all the time.
And then watch for the same name popping up over a period of weeks, because those
Item
people
if
are
I
getting
do,
desperate.
then they're fucking prey.
But
I
then,
mean, that's
like-
not how I see that. They are legitimately just really hardcore selling stuff.
No.
Yeah, no, I
gotta
definitely
go
go
in.
after. Well, nobody. I don't know. I've been giving up on the EQ auction. I have. No prices are changing. Every day I just cry a little bit more about it.
You have to negotiate and find one person willing to come down.
Suds just said that he sold a Lumi staff for 3K, like 2 weeks ago.
See, we should have talked about this 3 weeks ago.
I know.
And then Suds could have sold you one for 3K. But now we're getting the message out there. Although, after I said they could probably get 6 out of you, they probably won't offer it to you for 3. But someone who doesn't watch the stream could very well do that. Hello, Baven321. I like that your name is in a slimy booger green color. It really is one of my favorite colors. I wish it was a little bit brighter, and I would paint my fucking house that color.
That's disgusting.
I would wear the same clothes too, and then nobody would ever know when I was coming or going because I would blend in so perfectly.
Yeah, it's weird that my Twitch theme also like changes the colors on names like that.
You mean like, oh, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
weird. You're changing the way everything looks.
No,
What's weird?
I guess like it actually like it nerfs people's stupid bright names.
Okay.
Really?
I guess because like I mean, compared to Sirken's stream and my window, like the colors are different.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I can't be trusted with this particular shade of colors, anyways. But it looks like kind of vaguely gray blue.
Right, but it would look the same regardless of what it looked like when you
on
looked
your
at it. It would look the
it,
same.
It just looks like grayish green,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it's very blue over here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think that's weird because you're changing the way everything looks. What I think is weird is like people like Skylias and other streamers that have like a separate thing to put their stream chat in whatever game they're playing, and then you see it on their stream, and the names are completely different fucking colors, but not all of them, just some of them, and that trips me out because sometimes I'll use that to judge somebody's stream delay, and so I'll be like Nick's just said some words, so I'll look for like blue letters in the on the actual stream. Like if this was Skylias' stream, I would look on her stream page for the blue letters and then Nix's words, and it would come up fucking red, and I'd miss it.
Yeah, well, I
And-
fucked that all up today with CSS. I just turned everybody's colors off, and I even turned off my own broadcasting badge.
Wow.
I did some coding today. That's CSS fluff.
First of all, why
That's
would
not
you?
even real code.
Why would you
What?
take your badge away?
Well, no, I brought my badge back.
Oh, did you bring the colors back?
No, everybody looks the same and boring.
What color is everybody's name now?
Gray. I have 2 different ones actually. I did
My name's already Gray. I am the winner.
Yeah. Oh shit. Right, yours is.
Mhm.
Well, now you're with the rest of them.
God damn it.
Oh, that's
There you
stupid.
go.
I don't want a gray
That was
name.
Gray before it was cool.
You have a gray name. Everybody has a gray name.
I'm gonna have to do something about this. That's unacceptable. Things will be done. I'm putting my foot down.
I paid $5 for my Gray name.
Did you?
Yeah, back basically when Twitch Turbo was a thing, like
I still see that Twitch Turbo badge.
I hopped on it the second it came out. It's changed a lot since then. But I hopped on it and then changed the color of my name and then didn't pay any more money and was pleasantly surprised to see it didn't like revert my color or anything. And so I've had that for however many years.
I really wish they'd allow music.
I mean, they allow it. They just motherfuck
they just don't do it in VODs.
Yeah, they motherfuck your videos afterwards.
Yeah.
But I mean, you might be able to get them onto YouTube, and YouTube might not care.
Funny you mention that. I actually tried to help somebody with that recently, and because they play music during their stream, and some of it gets flagged as copyright, but some of it doesn't, and I was going to help them figure out which ones actually are, because YouTube will tell you timestamps of what's being flagged.
Oh, so they give you like the analytics on it?
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, because they all use like the same algorithm from some company.
Funny story.
Shazam.
I recorded somebody's stream. Like, I did a local record with my XSplit to record their stream so that I could have my own copy to upload for them and then give them those timestamps so they knew what songs to pull. And when I tried to upload it, YouTube was like, hey, pal, sorry, fuck you. This is a duplicate video that's already been uploaded. And my brain exploded with confusion because, A, that's not possible. It was from a live stream that happened like hours before. B, it wasn't even the actual live stream video. It was a bootleg copy that I made on my end. And C, my start and stop times were before and after the actual streamer's start and stop times because the streamer told me when to start and end my recording. So, I have no fucking idea in this world how that came up as a duplicate upload that was already on YouTube somewhere.
Weird.
Yeah, I have absolutely, and they're like, what does this mean? And I was like, I think it means this. But I had no idea. And
Wait. Someone actually brought up a really good question.
What's that?
Because this has been happening to a lot of the P99 streamers.
The one about cotton swabbing the guy's arm?
No, not at all. The one that says eyes in the dark. A question for any vet streamer caster out there. Caster? Wait, I made it sound like that sounds like a class.
I think he means streamer and streamer, though.
Yeah, so what's the best way to fight the viewer bots?
Don't fight the viewer bots.
Yeah, I mean, you get a Twitch bot to ban any of the ones, sending people to like Russian porn sites. But otherwise, you just don't. I mean, you don't.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, like, I have fallen for... I've been botted, and I've had bots talk in chat and ask me questions, and sometimes I'll be doing things... Oh my god, I'm staring at an empty wall. This is not one of the times where I'm paying attention to things in game, but sometimes I will pay attention to things in game, and I'll glance over and I'll see someone be like, oh, words, and so I'll give that person an answer. And then I feel stupid as hell because I realize I'm not talking to an actual human being.
Oh.
And that's a thing that happens. And that's honestly about the worst thing that can happen to you when you're being botted. Other than that, you should ignore it. Don't give the person a reaction, and eventually they'll leave you alone.
I mean, because the second trick to streaming is not to worry about your viewer count.
No, you can't do it. You can't even think about that.
Yeah, because you'll go nuts thinking, oh god, what am I doing wrong? Why aren't my viewers higher? It's because you don't stream consistently enough, or you're not lucky enough.
Pretty much.
Those two things. This is how you are a successful streamer.
Yeah, I never
Consistency
have
and
the
luck.
numbers show, like on my screen, I never know
No,
how many
you can't.
people.
because you'll see it go down like 8, and you'll be like, what did I just do to make that happen?
Yeah, I don't need a fucking complex, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even pay attention to it. I don't even have it. Like, it's always a false number. I learned to not pay attention to that pretty early on. That it's just the number is not going to be accurate all the time. Even reliably, like, half of the time.
It does. It really, honestly, it doesn't matter. You just get on there, do what you do, and people will come if you keep doing it. Like that, like he said, you got to be consistent, because the streamers that I go to the most are the ones that are there the most. Like, there's a streamer named, I'm going to pick a guy who doesn't stream P99 so that I don't get accused of favoritism. But there's a streamer named Germanfu. And he streams pretty much every day. And so when I click my follow button, I see him there. I go to his stream. He's on. I chit-chat a little bit. I feel good in that chat room. I like the people there. I like the streamer. Cool. I go back the next day. I click my follow button. I got 3 guys I didn't talk to yesterday and the guy I did talk to yesterday. So it's like, oh, I was chit-chatting with this guy yesterday. It was fun. I'm going to go back there. And then there's other people I'll visit here and there, but it's like, if I have to pick between this guy who streams once a week and this guy who streams every 2 weeks and this guy who I hang out in his chat every day or every other day, I'm going to go to the place where I hang out all the time, because that's my cheers. That's where everyone knows my name. And that's why consistency matters.
I mean, there's other elements like the actual content of the stream, but at a point, you can only fix so much, and what's you is you. Well, for example, streams that are habitually silent, like
that's not even. That's okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. No. Go ahead. Well, we're going to talk about this.
There are people that will talk occasionally, or like if chat talks, they'll talk. But as a streamer, the advice I saw that I believed in was you have to sit there and just verbalize everything you are thinking. Mm-hmm. If you have nothing else to talk about, just start verbalizing your thought process as you're playing the video games. Because, I mean, it puts context behind what you're doing in the first place, and 2, it fills air, because people, if you go into a stream, hear nothing for 10 minutes, and then you leave.
Yeah.
You need to just constantly be talking to yourself, if no one else.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch you play video games by yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be rude.
Like,
maybe you're brand new, you're just trying to get some confidence up, see how you feel about people watching you. Here's the thing. You don't, like, some people go all out. You don't need to go all out. I know, I don't know, but I've seen streams with hundreds of thousands of followers and subscriptions and the whole deal, and they don't use a webcam, they won't play music, it's just them, and it's just a game and some dude talking over it. And if you have a good personality and people like what you're bringing to the table, they're gonna watch. But I mean, if you don't have a webcam, if you're not doing like chat interaction things, I don't care if it's like chat room points or song requests or just talking to them. If you, if you're just sitting there playing a fucking game, nobody cares. Like, why would anyone watch that? People don't care. They come because they want to socialize. They want to chit chat. It's another social media, if you will, and they like that. You're interacting with somebody.
I think it's worse when people do get a webcam and they still don't do anything
100 times worse, because then I can see you there doing
it's
nothing.
It's just fucking awkward. I'm sitting here watching this guy not talking.
Do you kind of feel like you're spying on somebody? Yeah. Like they don't even know, like you're peeping in through the window, like you can't see me, but I'm doing the motion for like lowering the one blind and putting my eyeball up to it, like I'm spying on you.
Yeah. Yeah, like I there's Eyes in the Dark. I know he is a streamer, but there's a few people that I've hosted them, and the second I host them, they leave, and I get so confused because I just think to myself, I thought you were here to stream, and I just maybe sent I don't know how many people, but I sent some, and they bail, and I'm like, well, okay, I was trying to pass the torch.
Unless like that person was thinking like was already like 1 foot out the door.
I doubt that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If someone hosted me and it, they gave me some people, like, I wouldn't want to just bail. I'd feel like I was,
Oh, yeah, second win that shit and go.
Yeah, like, it just, the pressure's on now.
To capture 20-odd new people, like.
Yeah. Like, I don't always host people, but when I do, I try to make sure I have a good amount of viewers, because I did that one time for some streamer, and he just about lost his fucking mind. And like I didn't realize like how much happy I can bring a person by doing that.
I mean, it's exposure to a pretty large amount of people that would never have looked at it otherwise, probably.
Yeah, to be fair, I think I did it after like the Velius announcement. So there, it was big, and this guy was sitting on like 9 people. Or, that's shitty of me to say. He was sitting on probably like 15 people. I don't know the number, but you should have seen his face. Like, he lit up like a Christmas tree. He was happy as shit. He had to take a minute. He was doing like shots for donations. He had to put that whole thing on hold, because then people were like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you some money to take a shot." But then there was too many, and we didn't want him to die. Oh, the waterfall. You guys have no idea how proud of this waterfall Nobog is. I'm proud of that.
I guess, yeah, he had to actually, like, make it, basically, huh?
I mean, he had to magic wand some things to make that a thing.
Right.
I remember being on his test thing, and he would tell me, like, just run at it and tell me, like, the moment you can see. He was trying to tell, like, how far away it was visible and shit. And I was his little guinea pig. I like being Nobog's guinea pig. If you have to be somebody's guinea pig, be Nobog's guinea pig. Because let me tell you, that shit's awesome. Doc's Holiday, thank you for the follow. I think you're swell now. Before, maybe not so much. But now, now I definitely do.
Now you are confirmed quality human being.
That's how it works.
Congratulations. Your certificate is in the mail.
You want to be a quality human being and you want a piece of paper to prove it? Click the follow button. Give Uberbandit your address. He'll make sure you get your certificate.
I'll do it.
Cool, because I was expecting you as my legal counsel to remind me not to make promises to people like that.
No, I will actually... I mean, I've photoshopped worse. It'll be fine. I'll bust out the crayons. Like, it'll be official. I feel like anything signed in crayon should just, like... It's immediately... Everyone... I want to propose a law to Congress, sign it in crayon, it is now a law. Like, no one needs to talk about it. It's in crayon.
No. Well, they've made erasable crayon now, so in case...
Heresy.
I know. I can just use a paper towel and some water and it's gone.
That's not a crayon.
That is such a crayon. It's in a crayon box.
I mean, from a parental point of view, that's fantastic. But
it's great. It's fantastic.
From a legal point of view, that's erasable crayon is not permissible on a legal document. Crayon only, please.
Oh God.
Yeah. I would like my crayon certificate notarized to make it like doubly official.
They make everything washable.
I mean, hey, we used wax seals before. It's not terribly different.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Did people know they could just heat those up and take them right off?
Probably. I mean...
Nerds.
Or they could just peel right off, or you could just rip off that part of the paper.
I feel like if you rip off part of the paper, that's asking for trouble. Because I would read the letter and then put it back. I would want to, like, make it look like I didn't fuck with it too much. You would get murdered. They'd be like, "Woman, have you been reading my stuffs?" And you'd be like, no, I found it like this, I swear. And they'd off with your head. But me...
No, I would make the paper so that it all looked equal. It looked all well, like it had been through several storms. I would cover this up.
So you would just ruin everything.
I would.
Just ruin everything. Me, I'd have that shit in a nice stack. You'd never know which scroll I unraveled. Be like, "Here's your mail, sir. It's all good. It's all wonderful. Please don't cut my head off like you did to that druid girl a little while ago. I won't fuck with your papers." I'm also gonna say to I Quit My Druid, we have TOV rules. They're on the forum, in the raid discussion forum. Unless something happened last week, I'm pretty sure everything is squashed or dealt with. There might be 1 or 2 outstanding issues, but for the most part, your guild leaders... Let me tell you something. Can I pull this up?
Sirken, you need to move your cursor before someone loses, like, their mind.
Oh, I moved it. Don't worry.
Okay, I was going to say, someone's going to have an aneurysm over that.
I got.
Was it like flipping out? Was it?
No, it was on top of the chat.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, people have a complex about those things.
I didn't catch up on the Disgruntled Nerds channel, which is a Skype group where all the guild leaders hang out. But apparently four of them left. So apparently there might have been some drama today that I have to look into tonight. But before today, and I believe it last weekend when I was like, I'm going through raid petitions, and the guild leaders were like, what raid petitions? Everything is squashed. And so that leads me to believe there's not too many outstanding issues. Most raid issues get settled by guild leaders after the fact. Oh, god damn it. Regular members, you finding out about that shit is completely up to your guild leader or whoever's representing your guild to me. I don't tell them what they have to tell you. There's certain things they're not allowed to say because, you know, confidence in the huddle. But that would never, like, reach out to, like, decisions or how a decision got that way. That would be up to the players. The things that I don't let people talk about are, like, obviously, I don't want people giving away each other's Skype information. If you have your real-life name on there, don't fucking spread real-life information about people. Things of that nature. But, yeah, if you aren't hearing things, then talk to your guild leader. Ask him. Be like, what happened with this? And odds are he'll give you an answer. And if not, then it's probably within the last week or so. And it's waiting in the petition form, and I'll get to it. I'm really sorry. I had a friend come in from Michigan over the weekend, and it basically threw a giant motherfucker in my free time, in my availability. I did not get to do some of the things I wanted to do this weekend, and I definitely didn't have enough time to enjoy the things that I really wanted to enjoy this weekend. So that's the thing. Nothing new on Discord. Very super sorry about that.
You say enjoyed this weekend, but you're talking about putting off petitions.
Well, I mean, that's not what I was referring to. But, like, I did some things that I enjoyed this weekend, and I just wish I could have done more of those things and less, like, babysitting of my friend from Michigan. Because he doesn't have a place here in the city anymore. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to kick him out? Like, he asked me a few weeks ago. He didn't ask me, but he told me a few weeks ago he's probably coming down. And I was like, yeah, you know, you could probably stay with me one night as long as it's not work night, like a Friday or Saturday or something.
Told you he was coming in the way that implied he had nowhere to stay.
You don't understand how me and this guy make plans. Like, we throw shit out there all the time, but it's not a thing. It's like when GMs come on this stream and we just start spitballing ideas and people carve it into fucking stone tablets and go running down the fucking mountain like, this is what the GM said, it will for sure be a thing. And it's just like, whoa, we were just spitballing ideas, nerd. Like, that is not a thing. Discord is a thing. Please don't think I'm saying that. We are working on Discord.
In broad strokes, what's the idea behind Discord? Because I don't know anything about it.
Discord server is a PvP server with permadeath. In a nutshell, when you die, you die. I want to make it as hardcore as that you actually lose your name and have to make a new character. But I guess that's too much.
How is that too much? Like,
I know.
Isn't that the concept?
Look, GM Sirken is mean and just loves to see horrible things happen to people at this point.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I
Just
feel
so
like
you guys know, Fallout 4 is not released yet. Just thought you guys need to know that.
because when it is released, actually, I should probably just buy it now and start downloading.
I'm so sorry. I
should.
stopped the Discord talk for that, but I just clicked it.
That's
That's
it.
fine.
That's it. That's the Discord talk. It's permadeath and it's PvP, and really, unless it's posted on the forum somewhere, that's pretty much, it's not set in stone until we post it publicly. So, I mean, a lot of things that we were discussing can change. Anyone who goes back and listens to that stream, you can see, like, we were asking the chat for their opinions on things. We were Like, we were not laying down the law of how it was going to be. We were brainstorming and asking people for their opinions on things and such. So, that's the thing. As far as whether or not I like it, I don't know if I'd like it as a player.
Yeah, it's gonna need some really dedicated people, because
What's going to
I feel
happen,
like
let me tell you what's going to happen. And this is going to be the first, like, giant griefy-ass thing that happens. You're going to have, like, 6 to 12 people working together. They're going to do their thing. They're going to crush everybody. And then one night, one of those people is going to get drunk. And he's going to log into the game. And he's going to think it will be the absolute funniest, most hysterical thing in the world to kill one of his friends right after a fight and he's low on life. And he's going to do it. And his friend is going to be very upset. It's going to cause problems. Someone's getting kicked out of the guild because they can't be buddies anymore. And that's pretty much what I'm waiting for. That is what I probably the most am looking forward to.
I feel like if I wanted to own that server, you want a core group of power leveling characters that are your first run. These are your first run characters, and you level them specifically to power level other characters.
Yes.
Now, are you only allowed one character?
No, time out.
That doesn't actually even matter.
Because some people don't play alts and have no intention to play alts.
No. Because here's the idea.
All right, give me your idea.
With permadeath, you need to have a core group of power levelers so that when someone dies, you can re-level them.
Okay.
So what you have is I don't know, maybe 60 druids just hanging around, or bards, or what have you nots, that can just pop someone, up to 60 over the course of a month.
Right.
And that way, the fear of permadeath is taken away. And so then they can continue to sort of rule over the other people that don't have this core of power levels. And so the game becomes trying to gank everyone else's power leveling characters.
Truth, but we also haven't decided that the XP was going to be like red. I mean, there's a real chance it could be somewhere between what blue and red is now, or closer to blue altogether.
That doesn't change the plan.
Makes it a lot harder to lose those characters, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, with permadeath, that's how people are going to game the system. I mean, that's how you win a permadeath server, is gain the ability to instantly pop up people and continue to rule.
I hate you.
It's not the fun way. It's not a good way, but it's how it's going to end up.
Well,
so long as power leveling exists in the game, that's how it works.
I suppose.
You're going to have bards that are going to swarm their way to the top, and then they're going to swarm wizard ults, and etc. and etc.
I hope you're wrong.
Now, raid content will be interesting, because I don't think
No
anyone
one's gonna
will do
raid.
it.
No one's gonna raid. No one's gonna get above level 35.
Yeah. What?
No, that's the thing. People aren't even gonna get to 60 on Discord. What are you talking about? Because you gotta remember, we're gonna reset that server every so often, frequently. Not.
You didn't mention.
Yeah, I forgot. Don't worry, I forgot about that too. We just won't tell anybody. But that's the thing. We're going to reset that server every so often. And however we determine who the winner is, they will win a thing. Be it on Blue, be it on the next round Discord. I don't know. I don't remember what Rogan said about that. It was a long time ago.
I feel like keeping it on Discord would be the best way.
See, here's the thing.
Keeping it on Discord would be the best way to keep people on Discord. Because then you'd have investment in your character's legacy, right? But if there's an item that stuck with you every reset that you got for winning Discord,
for sure,
that would keep people.
But you're gonna burn out eventually, because every month you're doing it, and you can lose it. You might win one month, but let's just assume we do it monthly. You might win 1 month, but then the next month I might win, and so you lose whatever you had.
No. I think they should keep their first thing as being the first. That's what
awesome.
I mean.
But then I kill you
5 times,
and you lose everything.
You wouldn't carry that shit on you.
Doesn't matter. You don't. You lose your character when you die. It doesn't matter what's in the bank. It's not
I understand that.
Like, it doesn't matter. I
But
kill
you wouldn't
you,
have
I
it
take
on-
your things.
It's not the character you have these things on, though. You can have more than one character.
So you're just gonna run around with a level 1 that has some things and never do anything with them?
Yeah, because
that sounds
you're
like
gonna hold on to your pixels.
That sounds like a ranger with a dark elf guys who retires and doesn't log in for 4 fucking years and never gets played again. It might as well not even exist at that point. What's the point of it existing? What's the point of having it? What's the point of putting resources into making it that way?
Yep. What's the point in taking it from other people?
Bragging rights, making people
whose
sad.
nose did I steal it out from? I'm thinking back to now, my guys. I'm forgetting who did I steal it out from under?
Oh man,
was it Wiggity Woo, or was it?
I don't.
Someone. Someone else.
It was someone who hung out in stream.
Yeah.
He ran right by it. Like, literally, it's on stream, him running right past that fucking orc. And then you were the second person who ran past it. And
I shot it with a bow, and the first shot missed, and I had, like, a mini heart attack.
See, that was your reward for listening to my streams. Because you listened to me ramble my mouth words, and you knew
your favorite things, yeah.
About my favoriteest things. And you were like, you know what? He hit Orc Highway, he hit High Pass. I bet you Crushbone's gonna be in this.
You dropped a huge hint that one, that it wasn't in Crossbone, or that it wasn't Crossbone,
Yeah,
and two, that it was on a pond.
Yes, but I did that like 12 seconds after I set that up. Like, anyone who was smart.
At that point, what I had was, I knew that you knew enough of the zone, that you knew about the pawns that were up in the cliffs that no one ever kills because they're up in the cliffs.
Right. I spent a lot of time in that zone.
So, yeah. And I was like, I know those. No, it wasn't.
I hate trying to send a tell to someone who's offline.
It was definitely some dude that was also there. I just can't remember.
Oh,
cleric that killed. Wow, I only read Nyx's last message. The cleric that killed her players. Oh wait, no. Okay.
No, it wasn't Kuvani. It was a dude. It was someone in a raiding guild who also watched stream, because I know he was like level 60 or close to 60.
Was it?
No. It was oh fuck. It was some kind of wolf thing, like a druid or a ranger. They had wolf form.
I don't remember.
Or they're a shorty. It's one of them. It might have been a halfling, because I associate them as wolf people. Druid, ranger
Sky,
people.
are you planning to play on Discord?
No. No. Oh, fuck no. I mean, it sounds like a fantastic idea. It sounds wonderful. It sounds like a place I would never go. Just what Ghostface said. Sounds like an awesome server. One that I will not be playing on.
I wouldn't play EverQuest on a Discord server. I wouldn't. Like, I get mad enough just dying and not losing everything forever. Like, just having to get my stuff back and losing XP pissed me off as a player. If I lost everything and had to start over at 1 with nothing, no bank stuff, no corpse.
You're gonna lose it on some bullshit too.
Oh, you know you are.
I feel like even Mario is more forgiving than that.
You're gonna zone out. You're gonna be in unrest, hunting with your friends. Someone's gonna pull a train, and you're gonna have to make the quick mental decision is of whether or not there are nerds on the other side of that zone line waiting to gank you when you zone out at 12% health.
Oh god, that's gonna. Is there any CSR coverage on Discord?
That's legit, even if there was.
That's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah. No, that's
training.
Oh,
training is gonna suck.
Like, how do you even? Because like you're gonna have to. They're gonna want their character reverted to undead.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, we can restore characters. That's not a huge thing. The issue is how well can we actually enforce training on that server? Like, if we're not going to... Like, if we realistically cannot enforce training on that server, we can't make it a rule.
Yeah, see, Nyx brings up a good point, because I thought you guys said you weren't going to have CSR on the Discord server.
We didn't set anything in stone. We're brainstorming. Until it's posted on the server boards by Rogan saying, this is the rule set, anything can be changed. I have been around long enough to know that is absolutely a thing that happens.
I mean, because Discord would just be rough for CSR.
I can't imagine there would be CSR. Like, other than pulling a character who's, like, stuck under the world, out from under the world, or like
Yeah,
It's a CSR nightmare.
guild creations.
like I would say just wait, yeah, because you have to do guild creation through.
Yep.
Forgot about that. Well, it's basically probably just it's going to be a place where someone pops into once every couple of days and destroys the queue and then leaves, because
That's
it's going to have to be
kinda how I
things you
see
can
it.
deal with in that sort of way.
Or
Yeah.
you could just, answer the CSRs that have proper grammar, real words.
Oh Jesus, I forgot all about that.
The petitions are usually like short enough that like grammar need not apply. If it's long enough that you start caring about grammar.
Uberbandit, about capitalizing I?
I feel like every time Sirken doesn't do it, I want to crucify him. Sirken habitually doesn't do it, and now he's going to do it to piss me off. But he's also going to know that he's slowly killing me on the inside. He's going to live
He
with
might
that.
bold it. He might be bold. He'll figure out how to do that in probably many ways.
Oh, I can do it on Skype.
Yeah, you surround it with asterisks. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little
Look,
squigglies are italics too.
I don't care about things like that. I don't care about capitalization. The things
my
that
God.
bother me are.
I mean, it doesn't bother me in Skype as much as it does like when like forum posts and shit, where I go, "You are actually sitting here typing sentences. Sentence them."
all right, yeah, I could see it, and it's different in a conversation than when you're actually writing some shit.
Like, if you're not in a time critical situation, write the goddamn sentence.
Yeah,
But, like,
I'm not
Stream
going to
Chat or
capitalize my
Skype,
eyes
no.
on the internet. I just don't give a shit.
I mean, I do it.
I do it at
couldn't
work.
not capitalize it. Like, I do it so reflexively that it happens.
Yeah, no, I'll capitalize things when I'm at work, but I don't give a shit once I get home.
I capitalize I.
That doesn't bother me. Your and your bother me. Two and two bother me.
I fuck that up all the time when typing. Like, you look at it, like you're just, you're just typing some shit out, and then you're like, oh god, the wrong your.
Yeah,
No.
but you
Just
catch
feel
it and you
like-
correct it sometimes. Like I've been in conversations where I'm just firing off thoughts real fucking quick, and I'll do that. I will absolutely do. I'll put a while you are instead of you are and fucking.
That's wrong.
But I correct it right away. It's
As
like
long as
boom, 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 boom.
is it like a 5-second rule with food that you drop? Do you have like 5
Yeah.
seconds to
Yeah,
correct
yeah.
it and then it goes
You
away?
have to correct it and put an asterisk at
Here.
the end, and you're good.
Here,
Ugh.
yes, but I believe some states give you 10 seconds, actually. I'm pretty sure it varies from state to
15 in
state.
Canada, but you have to apologize.
Colorado probably has a 10-second rule, probably a little delayed.
That wouldn't surprise me at all, actually. If I had
No.
found out that there was like a 10-second rule on dropping food on the carpet in Colorado, I would not be surprised by that at all.
I mean, do they have a lot else to consider in Congress?
Yeah,
what
they can
pressing
consider-
issues does Colorado have besides the time someone's hot dog is on the ground?
You know what? You're right. That's probably the most pressing issue.
I mean, their house probably sounds like us here. Like, this is what they do. And someone's like,
You
"Should
know-
we have-
you know which
should
one
we have
bothers
the 5
me?
second rule?"
It's the could of. It's could have.
Oh,
And
could
people
have.
are like, I could have done this, and I'm like, no, you couldn't have done anything. You could have or couldn't have.
No, could have is a thing.
No, it's totally not a thing.
I
Pretty
feel
sure.
like I
That's
think you can
preposition words.
contractualize have.
Yeah,
Have.
that's
Have is what she's saying. That's different than
Of.
OF.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
could of?
prepositional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Could of is not a
But-
thing. No, don't
Okay,
butt
so
this.
you have a few other questions though. Someone says, are there any other zones besides the Warrens? Well, didn't the Warrens just come out? The Warrens just released, like what, a week ago?
Is it even open?
I could have sworn I saw some kobold action.
I mean, do we know the name of it? Is
The
it actually
Warrens.
the Warrens? Because that would
yeah,
piss
it's
me
the
off.
Warrens. It's
I mean the
the
short
one
name.
by the Erudites.
Yeah,
one that you
thank
used to
you,
fix your
nerds.
faction.
Thank you. I know what it is. I'm asking for the short name so I can go to it.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
I understand
I don't-
what
I can't
the
remember.
zone
I
is.
can't remember. I barely remember e-commons.
Yeah, no, E-Commons is fine. It's Quay to QRG is a pain in the ass until you realize
What?
it's Quanos to
What?
Quanos Ranger Guild.
Kanos. There's no U after the Q.
I mean, you say
In
that,
what, Quanos?
It's not Quanos.
in Sirken world, it kind of is.
Oh, it's okay.
It's
I've
based
heard
off
somebody-
of.
What? Sony
Well,
EQ
because-
backwards, right?
I mean, yes. But I'm trying to think. Now I'm having a brain fart. Hold on.
Here's the thing. Quanos Hills, it's K to QRG for Quanos to Quanos Ranger Guild. West Corona is stupid. I don't even know the way. It's like it's like 1QH, HH1. Like, it's stupid as hell. Let's
No,
go.
K. No.
We are going to fight about this forever, because I will never, ever call it that.
Yeah, well, a lot
mean,
of people
as long as you
mispronounce
say
a lot of
so.
it.
Sow.
I say so.
Nope, women
Okay.
sow. Druid sow.
So
Rangers have a weird thing that they do to get food. What is that?
forage.
Oh, right, yeah.
What?
There's. Yeah, well, I've
So
heard
another way
so
to
many.
pronounce forage.
Oh, I've heard some people pronounce that in very funny ways.
What are some of the better ways you've heard that?
Forage. Yeah, like I don't.
Yes, forage. They make that
Forage.
I've heard Timor Steep. That's one
Oh
I've
my-
heard too.
Tomorrow's deep. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Oh God.
I mean,
Timor
the only
Steep is
time
my
I can
favorite.
the only time I can get behind Sow is because eventually Spirit of Eagle is a thing, and that shit gets confusing because you would also pronounce that so.
That's true.
Oh,
So
fuck my
that-
life.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't think we'll ever get Spirit of Eagle, so
Nope,
not classic.
an issue here.
Okay, so funny story. Warren's not open yet.
What
What?
just happened?
Just crashed my EverQuest.
Are you?
So don't mind my loading screen while I relog in. Do. Technical difficulties. We got that under control. Sorry about
I
that.
cannot find zone file warrants.
Yeah,
It ain't
no,
there.
that's
Oops.
not a thing. Sorry, guys. We did science and science won.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
The warrants
Quanos,
are
I
open.
do think
No.
Quanos was the first zone, right?
I'm never
Which fucking
going-
shows that city is designed like ass.
Yeah, that city's terrible.
South Quanos, I believe, was the
Oh
first
God,
one they
that's
did.
a trip.
All of it. Like
Mm.
that. I don't get why that zone is broken up into separate zones.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why they
No.
did that. And so, like, GFA is huge, and they fit an entire city in there. Why does any city need multiple zones?
They had more practice by the time they got around to GFA. Did I click this fucking
Like-
thing? No.
I don't
Fucking derp.
So,
Ah.
so why don't you have the warrants? Because apparently people are throwing all kinds of evidence out in chat that the warrants does in fact exist.
Picks or it didn't
I
happen.
need I need
Uh,
screenshots with timestamps and a login message of the day. I would also like to see at least one P99 staff member in that photograph who can vouch and testify in person that they were there for that picture and not photoshopped in later after the fact.
Warrants postcard, please.
I swear to God, if I log into the Warrens and it fucking crashes me, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I'm ready though this time.
You
I got
are.
mine.
Look at you are in the warrants.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If I crash on motherfucker. Motherfucker. I am so unpleased right now. I am so displeased.
Can you move yourself from red?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I can't, actually.
Okay, give me.
But you know what I can do? I can log in on a different character and move myself.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I can see if anyone from staff is in game. And
I
maybe
think I just saw Bracknard
they
here
could
in the
move
chat.
me. Well, chat less. Sirken needs CSR assistance immediately. I am in dire need of some CSR. Do 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 do.
He'll get that, in another minute.
Alright, Brockner's on it.
Yeah, he's on it.
Go for it.
I'm scared. I'm terrified. I better not have to petition.
Yeah, better petition.
And
Oh
don't bump
God,
it.
I'm scared.
it.
I'm legit scared. I'm gonna log in as Sirks. Oh man, apparently he died and lost his level. Oops. Look, EverQuest is hard. You guys think it's easy just because, staff members know. We can.
You have, obscene amounts of health and
We can die.
Luckland weapons and.
Yeah, EverQuest is still hard.
And this 4.0 epic, not quite enough.
Yeah. Is there really that many?
I'm sure they're past that by this point. I'm pretty sure they're up to 5, if not more.
That's stupid.
Ever.
Oh, Alaris. I'm actually really glad you noticed that. That character I turned into model 254, I think it is, which is basically the Temple of Ishan, and then I make him real small, and I fly around the plane of sky, and from when he's above you, it just looks like this weird square thing spinning in circles flying above the sky. And I love it, because when people click on it, they're like, oh my god, it actually says UFO! And they get their little nerd tickles on. And it makes me feel good to tickle nerds in their nerd tickle places.
Apparently, it's 2.5 is the most.
So they quit.
I guess. Like, they just stopped making epics?
For shame, Sony.
But wait.
They should have kept making epics.
Yeah, because they only made 3, apparently.
That's... No. Maybe. Wasn't there a 1.5, a 2.0, and a 2.5?
Yeah. No.
There's a 1.5.
1.5, and 2. They made 3 epics.
Oh, there never was a
Per class.
2.5. Gotcha.
2.5 is what you get by, like, combining all of them in its achievement or something.
I see. That's stupid. They should have kept doing epic quests. They felt good. It gave players something to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have... That's another thing. People think they have to, like, run through their epic or they're not fucking viable. I'm gonna disappear all this nerd's corpses real quick. Corpse, bury all. And people forget, man. It's one of the things about EverQuest is you're supposed to play it the way you want to play it. I mean, if you want to just fly through your epic, fine, do that shit. But it's something you can work on for a long time. Like, that's what it is designed to do. It's not supposed to be an overnight fucking quest. You're supposed to feel good when you do it.
Now that we know all the steps and all the steps that you can skip.
Yeah.
Like, the Shaman epic is actually nuts were you to do all the steps. Like, there's this weird faction balance thing. And
Did you just call it a Shaman epic?
I was about to say.
Yeah, it's a Shaman.
What?
Alright.
Shaman.
Alright, I don't know if that's the real word. Because shamans are an actual thing in the world.
Shaman is an acceptable pronunciation.
I don't know if it is. Although, if I can say things like Sinradery, you can say things like Shaman, I guess. Because I'm going to say Quanos until the day I die. I don't care if it's anything else. Don't care.
I mean, I need someone in chat to back me up. I just need one. Alright,
you got one.
Shaman is not
you got Saldio.
No, it's not an uncommon. That's not an out to use it. I was just saying it's not uncommon.
It's usable. I mean, I'm not the only one. There is a consensus whereby it is used. But I mean, are we also going to fight about mana?
Mana.
Oh.
Mana.
I say both.
South Korea. And
Piranha?
Nope. My A's are just That's what my A's sound like. Banana.
Banana. I do that.
All my A's. My A's are just
Melee. Melee.
Oh, I butcher. I say that word so many different... I say that word every possible way except the right way. Every possible way.
Oh my god, Bracknard just sent you...
That's a virus. Don't click on that.
Oh, no.
No, I promise. PNG files, always viruses. That's how you know. Do you know... I'm going to tell you. It means if PNG is actually an extension and it's abbreviated for pretty neglecting gamer. And so anyone who clicks on that is doing themselves a great disservice. You don't want to be a pretty neglecting gamer, guys. Don't click on PNGs. They're dangerous. Riot House, thank you for hitting the follow button.
Dangerous with all those high-res images.
High-res images will get you while you're sleeping. That's what they do. They hide in closets, they hide under beds, they wait for feet to stick out under the bottom of the blankets, they reach out from under the bed, they grab you by your ankle, and they pull you underneath.
So stick with JPEGs, right?
Yeah, or just keep your feet covered up at night. Either one of those.
I like you're my new favorite person. Good job. you've done this chat a service.
What did he do?
We provided sauce to Shaman.
God damn it. Oh. Alright. Oh, shit. We're moving right along real quick. I'm going to ask a question or two because we're almost out of time.
Mm-hmm.
Why does everybody get a goddamn nerd boner for fucking Fallout 4? What is so great about this game? Why?
Oh.
As someone who's
because
never played a Fallout game, why?
Okay. Here's what happened. Fallout has gotten progressively better. And so by that line, Fallout 4 is going to be better than New Vegas, and New Vegas was already pretty good.
I mean,
you know, as opposed to the Elder Scrolls series where shit just gets different.
there's no guarantee that it's going to be better than the last couple.
No, but the lack of spectacular graphics make me hopeful.
Yes. Yes.
That's actually, I agree with you. That is a good sign because it means they're not doing dumb shit with their resources.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Work on the mechanics,
And
not the prettiness.
The thing
the actual
that
game.
I'm going to be curious about is, like the Mass Effect series, your main character, I believe, has a voice now.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Really? I haven't watched anything on it.
I haven't watched anything, but I read over the Steam reviews and shit.
The Steam reviews. Well, that's cool. I bet you it's going to piss some people off, though.
It is.
In
And
their
I think
brain...
it has a chat. I think it has a chat wheel like Mass Effect.
Oh.
Which, I mean, I think is fine. Mass Effect was really special in its continuity. Like, that's a really strong thing to do, is when you feel the impact of your actions over multiple games, because you're way more invested by that point.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're investing in the same character.
Oh, yeah. 100% agree with that. If I watch if I watch Mass Effect on YouTube, I make sure it's the same person whose previous game I watched.
Yeah.
Because it matters. Another game I
haven't been able.
I didn't play Mass Effect.
I haven't been able to commit. I'm halfway through my my third run of Mass Effect 2. What happens is I go through one of the games completely, get to the second game, realize the shit that I wish I had did.
Yeah.
And then start over again. And I just got into Mass Effect 3 before realizing the shit I wish I had did. So now I'm going through ME2 again.
Nice job, sir. Skylias. Oh, she saw it. I was gonna ask that question.
Yeah, I will. I'm clicking that button constantly, just hoping. I haven't done it recently. I don't want to feel that disappointment again. It's kind of hard.
Oh God, Sirken, the game is 24 gigs.
So?
There's a lot of game in there.
Oh yeah, there should be for how much goddamn hype it has.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason why I don't follow like the reviews or any pre-stuff is to avoid the hype. Because I mean, you don't want to be expecting so much and then not find it.
You set the bar too high and can't deliver.
Go into it expecting nothing and enjoy everything that's thrown at you and ignore the bad things.
I like it. It's
but I played some
decision.
questionable games.
I gotta answer a question for a nerd in chat.
Okay.
It's decision, brah. Can someone help me? Why is it every time I cast a spell on a party member, it says your spell does not take hold? I'll tell you, it's one of two reasons. One, they have a higher version of the spell on them already, and so yours won't overwrite theirs. Or two, one of you turned in your PvP book and your name is red, and the other one didn't, and so you can't cast... Someone who follows the ways of Discord cannot buff or heal people who do not follow the ways of said Discord. Dun dun dun. That's it. Those are the only two possible things I can think of.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And also, CMC Killer and Base YHVH. That looks like an Andrew's part number. Thanks for hitting the follow button. That's my story. I still don't understand the Fallout thing.
I mean, it's
people
hard
are just
to
like,
explain.
it's better. The last two were so good, and this one's going to be better. Like, that's basically what you're giving me.
I'm okay with it not even being better if it's just closer to what those were. I'll be totally fine with that.
Like those games with like because New Vegas is basically a new setting with combat tweaks. And like it was Fallout 3 with polish. And Fallout 4, what I think most people really want out of it is just a new setting with similar mechanics. However, there was hinting at some weird building mechanic where like you could actually like craft house settlement stuff. There was some weirdness. Yeah, like I need to
Like
get you to play
sleeping
Ark
bags.
because it's Rust with dinosaurs.
Yes, Ark. I've been watching Ark on Twitch, and that there's a guy that role plays it, and he's hilarious. And Mr. Moon.
I have too many hours in Ark.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but Ark, I mean, the devs fucking put in work to Ark. That's the thing is Ark is still nowhere near. I mean, Ark though isn't remotely like close to a finished product yet. That's I think the difference. Well,
Mm.
because they've actually lined up targets. Like, it will. I bet money. Sirken, you're muted.
Look, guys, it's probably better you didn't hear any of that. I got real passionate about what I was talking about, and so it's probably just for the best.
We probably gave everybody like really awkward silence.
They probably did. That probably just happened. So yeah, Ark can kiss. Oh no, I know. I'm gonna tell you in front of all these nerds. When any of those three games, H1Z1, Rust, Ark, any one of them goes into like full blown we're a fucking game now mode, you tell me. You call me and you tell me and I'll look, and if that's a thing, I'll give you fucking $200 on that day. I'll give you $200.
All right.
Because I'm telling
you
you,
that.
I'm a man of my word, and I do not pay people money I owe them. I'm telling you right now,
H1,
those games
Rust,
will
but
never.
I have faith in
Ark can suck
finished.
my dirty parts. I'm telling you, those games. I'm banging my hand on the desk as I'm talking. I gotta stop doing that. I'm telling you, those games will never come out of alpha because they don't have to. Taking any of those games out of alpha is the single stupidest business decision any of the people at that table could make.
They want to eventually do a console release, and I think that's when they're going to put this is the official game. We're going to continue, adding content, but the game is quote unquote done.
I think it's more likely they'll find a way to get an alpha game on the consoles before they do that.
You can't though, because
I feel like Elder Scrolls Online had that plan too, to have it on the console, and that shit got tripped up.
How did that work out?
One of them
I didn't play it
on the top-selling game on Steam and like sells stupid copies. Like Ark has sold stupid amount of copies.
I know.
It has Mr. Moon.
More reason why they'll never take it out of alpha. They don't have to.
I have faith.
Saldio, while you might be right about 99% of the games on fucking alpha, there are some games that are not a scam that are absolutely worth it, and in my opinion get more attention and work done to them than full-blown games on the shelf in we're past alpha and beta, this is a real game. I see more content being put into games like Ark and Rust than I do some quote-unquote finished games.
Yeah.
It's just read up on it. Fucking...
And, yeah, this thing is...
Ark gets updates, Rust
pay
gets
money
updates.
For the game. Pay money for the game. Enjoy the game. Like, if they never finish it, you didn't get scammed because you got enjoyment. That's the thing. You have to look at it when you buy it and say, will I enjoy this?
Assuming
yes, no.
you get $20 of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I have 129 hours in Ark. I feel like that's sufficient for a $15 game.
If I told you how much hours I dumped into Rust... Now, remember I did spend a little bit of money on that sleeping bag. So I was obviously hooked. But you would both just hang up on me and never talk to me again.
No,
Let's see,
how much
have a
I spent in
gross-
Oblivion?
I
Oblivion. Oh,
I
that,
mean-
that. Mm-mm.
All right, let's slap some numbers down. Dick's on the table, boys. How many hours?
Wait a second.
yeah, that's not fair. She's got an out.
Yeah, you guys do that.
You're like, oh,
I deal in metaphysics here.
Listen,
It's fine.
listen.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I can't tell people because they're gonna be like, I was waiting for that long for my petition because of this. People will lose their collective shit all at the same time. I can't have that. I'll tell you guys privately.
Are you
I'll
over
tell.
1,000? Are you over 1,000?
I'm not telling you shit. I'm not giving you
Are you
yeses,
over
no's.
1,000?
I'm not giving you hot, warm, cold, fucking none of it. This ain't. What do you think this is? This ain't like third grade. We're not playing games. We're not playing games. This ain't recess. You're just. These people don't get to know.
I think
Oh my
TF2
god!
is
I gotta make my
highest with,
profile
like,
private
640.
right now. I have more
Mm-hmm.
I have more hours on Rust than any game I've ever played in my life next to EverQuest.
Let's see. Yeah, I think TF2 is my top with 600 plus.
Like I know I have more hours on
Oh, I've
Rust.
got over 300 on some games.
I smoked
that's
the
plural.
shit out of that. Well, okay, so if you add it up,
Aspect.
all right. Well, you know what? I think we're just gonna end on that note. Because we're not getting into this. Uberbandit and Skylias, thank you both very, very much for being on this this wonderful Monday night. Skylias, you want to say goodbye?
Bye. I'm going to be playing Fallout 4, but I'm still going to be here. I'll still be here.
Well, you can watch her play Fallout 4. It's twitch.tv/Skylias.
I'll make it easy again.
You can just click her name and then click the follow button from there. It's 2 clicks. It's worth it.
All right, Bracknar, spill the beans.
No, don't. Uberbandit, say goodbye to these people. Bracknar, you shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. I'll ban you. I'll ban you right fucking now. And you know how long it takes Rogan to get on things. I'll ban you. I'll keep banning you.
Oh my god.
Don't do it.
Oh lord.
Oh, bless your sweet dwarven soul. So yeah, Uberbandit, do you want to say goodbye not like an asshole?
No, not really.
No, fuck you. Well, Uberbandit.
And if you want to goodbye from me, you need to lay down some hours. Give me 1,000, like confirm 1,000 plus.
I will tell you after stream, maybe.
Well, I'll just tell the chat.
Well then, fuck you. I'm not saying shit.
The people deserve to know.
They don't deserve to know. This ain't the. What do you think this is? No, I'm the people. I deserve privacy. Fucking. Uberbandit, he's a streamer too. He streams at twitch.tv/Uberbandit22. And when he streams, he's got a webcam, he's got supermodels in the background, he's got Lamborghinis just driving around his house because it's that big. You should definitely go there and follow that. It's arguably the most entertaining thing on the internet. You'll also maybe find lava lamps and Asian girls, possibly a lizard instead of the lava lamp. We don't know. We just don't know. These are all things that could happen, and there's only one way to find out. You go there, you hit the follow button, and then you just wait. It's like Fight Club. You just stand there and you fucking wait. Eventually, a door will open. You'll be allowed inside. Guess what, guys? I'm putting you on hold. Boop. All right, they're on hold. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed myself, and I enjoyed having you here. I'm Sirken. I'm one of the fine staff members on the Project 1999 server. We do this Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, kind of. And I hope you'll be back next week, too. If you're curious about some classic EverQuest, www.project1999.com. It's got all the things you know to start playing for free. And it's always free, forever and ever and ever. We don't allow RMT. We don't allow any real business shit of any kind. And if you do it, we'll ban your ass forever. We don't allow third-party programs. We don't allow boxing. This is arguably the best nostalgia EverQuest thing you will find, and we definitely do classic EverQuest better than anybody else on the server. I know my outro video is out of date and it says Velius is on the way, but pay no mind attentions of things to that. Because Velius is here. There are snow bunnies running around. The flakes are falling on the land. The icy waterfall in Thurgadin is a-flowing. Get your butts there. www.project1999.com. Bye. Oh, and one more thing. If you came late and you wished you hadn't, youtube.com/SirkenP99. we'll have all of these things. Probably not tomorrow, but Wednesday for sure. So you should go there and listen to those too. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Nope, that's not it. That's how rusty I am, guys. Now for real, have a wonderful night. Would it be a dick of me if I just sat here and talked over this wonderful music and outro the entire time? Because part of me really wants to do that. I'm pretty sure I could. It's what, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes? I don't even know how long my outro is. God bless the man who made it. His name's Jasar on the forums. He'll do video work for you, maybe. Contact him. Shoot him a private message. It'll be wonderful. If any of you guys do video work and you want to do video work for me, shoot me a PM on the forums at www.project1999.com. I'm Sirken, and I would love for you to do video work for my channel. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.